Assessment is an important part of teaching and learning, and the lessons provide opportunities for a range of different types of assessment. It is important to assess learning throughout and not just at the end of a teaching and learning cycle. This allows you to sort out misunderstandings immediately, even if it means spending more time than you had planned on a topic or approaching it in a different way. When you pause the video for learners to do an activity or to discuss a point raised or offer an answer, you can assess their understanding of key ideas and adjust your lesson plan if necessary. The task provided at the end of each lesson is always linked to at least one of the lesson outcomes, and this gives you a useful assessment opportunity. By the end of this lesson, your learners should be able to differentiate between cash buying and hire purchase and work out problems involving hire purchase. The video starts with two learners at a shopping mall. One of the learners wants to buy a gift using money that they have saved. We see them select the item and pay for it using cash. We suggest you pause the video at this point and discuss with your learners the method of buying seen in the video and its features, before moving on to the next part of the lesson where we look at hire purchase. In the next part of the lesson, we follow the learners as they go along with the learner's brother to buy a television. When they find out how expensive it is going to be to buy the television using the cash buying method, they try to find an alternative method of buying. This leads us into discussing hire purchase. We see the learners go into a hire purchase shop where they check the prices. They notice that each item has two prices, so they decide to ask a salesman to explain the difference between the two prices. This would be a good point to pause the video and let your learners work out the hire purchase price for themselves. Once they have done their own calculations, let them continue watching the video to compare their answer to the answer in the video. This will provide you with an ideal opportunity to assess your learner understanding of the topic and address any misconceptions. For their task, learners are asked to help James make a decision as to whether to save and buy the TV for cash or buy on hire purchase. This activity will not only give your learners some practice in working out hire purchase problems, but will also develop their decision-making skills. By the end of the second lesson, the learners should be able to work out problems related to bills in buying and selling. In this lesson, we take a closer look at bills. We use the example of a bill generated at a shop when the learners go to buy items for a class party. Learners are then shown how to prepare a bill. You might want to pause the video at this point and do a consolidation activity with your learners. You could give them a price list from a local shop and list of items and ask them to prepare a bill for those items. You could use this activity to assess your learners' understanding before continuing with the next section of the lesson. In the next part of the lesson, we go on to look at different types of bills. Specifically, we look at electricity and water bills and compare it to the shop bill. Pause the video and ask your learners to discuss other types of bills.